Profanity Nation.
Yeah, it's the new era of man for some old school fans with a new school brand. We got money on the mic with the plan in hand. And Stat Pat to his left, they go hand in hand. And to the right, we got Simpster, he putting it down. It's the Profanity Nation, we running the town, yeah.
It's the Profanity Nation.
Profanity Nation.
Hey, welcome to the Profanity Nation podcast, where we are the voice of the professional fan.
Hell yeah.
We are still at home in Infinity Studios, but we decided to take a walk and hit up one of our alternate sets here. This is our black leather couch set. So,
I like it.
Stat Pat, Money Mike. Going to start this a little different for now, just because it's on the couch. Stat Pat, how you doing, my man?
We in this bitch. Let's go,
definitely.
baby. Let's go, man. We 3-1 since the deadline, man. Coming back from 27 points. I'm feeling good, man. It's a good time, man. Good time to be a Laker fan.
Absolutely. Money Mike, how you looking? How you feeling?
Hey, man, I'm happy, man. Pat's happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Pat, so we ready to go. Let's do this.
Let's do it. Let's go.
We had a rare afternoon game today, guys.
Yeah.
Lakers versus Dallas Mavericks. And I don't know what, I think the line was probably Dallas should take this game.
Yeah, by 4.5. That was
By
the line.
4.5. Okay, so at least it wasn't a wipeout or so forth. But despite being down by 27 in the first half, the Lakers come back on the road and take a victory, a much needed victory, and score LeBron James. I believe you have. Is this right? You want to get to this or not yet?
Yeah. So let's get to it. So, everybody knows that if they saw the interview with at the All-Star break, they asked LeBron. He said these are the 23 most important games of his life. So, what I figured was I create me a chart, right? And it's only pass or fail. That's it. Only pass or fail. So right now, out of the 23 games, game 1, we won. Game 2, we won. So he has 2 A's, right? So what I am gonna do is see how many A's he's gonna get versus the fail to see what his ending grade is. Now, with that being said, we've all said that he has to go at least 18-5.
Well, I said 17-6. That was my thing.
17-6.
17-6.
So 17-6 is a great thing. So anything less than that,
oh yeah, we're in trouble.
Right? We in trouble.
Yeah, but that's for play-in implications.
Yeah.
Now I'm curious here.
Yeah.
Will your grading list here, will that completely mimic wins and losses?
100%.
Okay. So it's not possible for LeBron to get an A and the team still take a loss?
If we lose, it's an F.
Okay.
We win, it's an A.
Okay, so that's how it is. And if LeBron is out a game because of his ankle?
Hey, we lose, it's the F. And it's still LeBron.
So we're not grading LeBron.
At least we got that straight, right, Stan?
No, we are grading.
We're not grading LeBron. If we're grading LeBron and he's not playing the game, how is he accountable for the loss?
The win?
Look, I feel that there are times if LeBron's out there not looking hurt, he should be playing.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Look.
It's different.
I am going to take this back over because obviously, look, man, we won the game. We won the game.
Okay, right.
We are now trying to critique LeBron James in a win, an epic win, and we are trying to critique him now.
First of all,
what are we doing here?
First of all, I'm not. Look.
All right, talk to me now.
Talk to me.
What are we doing here?
We all could agree this was a great win.
Of course.
We all could agree.
One of the best ever, obviously.
And we're going to need more of these.
Yes.
Right. We all could agree that in the game that we saw, LeBron said he felt the pop.
Yes, he did.
And LeBron played through it.
Yep.
So my mentality is, well, you played through it, dog. You got to keep on playing through. I mean, am I wrong for saying that?
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to say you are because I've seen this.
That's never
enough.
enough.
I've seen this happen. I've seen somebody pushing themselves to their limit and trying to get into the playoffs.
Have you seen LeBron do that?
No. Well, do you want him to bust his Achilles?
No. But this is not Achilles.
I'm just saying.
This is not Achilles.
We're asking him to do what Kobe did. Right? Because that's essentially that's what we're doing here.
No.
We're asking him to do what Kobe did.
Yep.
So we want him to do what Kobe did. And so Kobe puts his buddy on the line and he keeps going and going and going and going and going. And he got that Mamba mentality that we love to use so much. And he busts his Achilles. I don't want that. I need him to play in the playoffs.
How we gonna get to the playoffs if he don't play?
Dude, but we still need to have the shot in the playoffs.
Yeah.
How we gonna get to playoffs?
So we won the game today.
Yep.
All right.
So LeBron got an A.
Well, I'm assuming,
LeBron got
but it doesn't matter.
You know what? I tell you what. I give him an A+. You know, I'll give him 4.1.
I mean,
wow.
okay, look, he's AP class.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I mean, look,
Yeah,
it's just
he's
look,
AP.
dude. I'm saying this: the fact that we have now a squad that I believe now is solid. We do have a lot of good pieces. Before we didn't have anybody that. Remember, it was the thing about the Lakers shooting, right? That was our Achilles heel. We had
It's a
the
bit
shooting,
woeful.
right? We couldn't shoot. Now we didn't have the best shooting game at all this year. I mean, this game though.
No, it wasn't great.
But when you see us moving in positions and when guys are wide open, dudes are like our defense is being shifted because they can't just let Westbrook out there to shoot the three. Like, go ahead, shoot that. If Beasley is out there, even if he's losing, even if he's missing shots,
They still have to.
they still got to go out there and contest.
Yep.
That opens up, that gives spacing. Now, we didn't have the spacing like we would have normally with D'Lo because D'Lo is actually a better shooter than Dennis Schroeder. But, once you start seeing that the whole team gets together and you have D'Lo now starting, Schroeder's now, he's now controlling the bench. He's a six man. Now we're starting to look like we're still putting pressure on defenses. It's not like we're before where we sit LeBron down and now we're lost. If you can have D'Lo and now AD in the game and you see us still continue to put pressure, put points on the board, we don't lose leads as much as we did before. We would lose a 10-point lead, 15-point lead. We don't lose the leads. We're actually making these. Remember, we were losing games in the clutch. We're winning games in the clutch. It just feels now the mentality is shifted, and I don't want to put this all on Westbrook. But at the same time, I feel that it's like a little bit of addition by subtraction. Even if he was a wet blanket, I don't see the costly turnovers at the end. Look, it's just what it is right now, dude.
But let me just say this. First of all, we all could agree, and we said it when we got Westbrook, that he was not going to be a good fit for this team.
True.
Right?
True.
We all said that you have to LeBron is the type of player where you put certain type of players to play to LeBron's strengths in order to win, right? So that's one of the biggest things. Like I saw an interview with Scottie Pippen, and they asked, Jordan or LeBron, right? And the point, I love his point that he made because, Pippen was great on the Bulls because he knew what his role was. His role was to play defense and do that stuff, and Jordan's job was to go ahead and score, right? Well, with LeBron, in order for him to be successful, he needs to do everything. He needs to be able to pass you the ball. You need to be able to make the shot. That's why he has so many types of assists. He's a different type of player, which means that you need players that plays to his strengths in order for him to be effective. So, saying all that, we know Westbrook wasn't a good fit. Mm-hmm. Finally, we got him out of here, and Pelinka, now he went from being the worst GM ever to actually putting together a team where it's amazing how that switches,
how quick,
right? But it was the same thing with Mitch Kupchak when he got Pau Gasol. It was the same thing.
He wrote that for years.
He actually put together a team.
Still technically writing that one.
Yeah. He actually put together a team that plays to LeBron's strengths. So with that being said, he has everything he needs. He has all the tools. He has better defense. He has better shooting. They play to his strengths. So there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to make a big old strong run in the playoffs.
No, I believe that. I believe that. The fact that, like you said, we have a team that does play to his strength. You're going to see, I believe, the energy in Staples Center was a lot. It was different. I mean, you can see it was like when Beasley was hot that game at Staples, you saw the crowd was like anticipating the three, and when it went up, it was like cash, and we was like, we were going crazy, like, and that's something we haven't, because we never anticipated the shot going in. Like, it was like basically shots going up, like, is it going in? Oh,
get the rebound. We got the rebound.
And now it's like the shots up. We putting our hands up. We're like, it's going in. You know, and that's just a different, like, you know, and it's just a different feeling right now. And I know these are like, you know, we're not there where we need to be, like we're 100% like a championship contender, but this team is trending in the right direction.
Oh, yeah.
And honestly, if in the way the West is right now,
Who is a championship contender?
right.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
if this, and
You're
if we
saying there's
started-
no other team out there that says, "Oh no, that's a championship." Not in the West.
we
at
can
least.
get in and make some noise.
Yeah.
And looking at the standings right now, and I just looked at them right now, if we got the 6th seed, okay, we got the 6th seed, we will be playing, I think, the Memphis, who we be playing, the Sacramento Kings as a 3rd seed.
One and done.
I think we can get the Kings. I'm not scared of the Kings. And then you got the Grizzlies. I mean, I think we were in a battle with the Grizzlies with the old team, not this team. So that's the 2nd seed.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at how this bracket is lining up, and I'm like, well, let's get the 6th seed. And then now we play against Denver, and I'm not really scared
Avoid
of Denver.
Phoenix in the
Denver's
first round.
more scared of us than we're scared of them because Denver knew that we have AD still, and Joker was, I mean, when he played them in the bubble, they had Jamal Murray and they had Joker. But they had some other people too. They had Grant. They don't have these, like, so I'm just saying, we're 2.5 games out of the 6th spot right now. And before, like back in the day when we had Shaq and Kobe, when we had Paul Gasol and Kobe, we look at we're looking at 2.5 games, 3 games back in the standings
Nothing.
with 25 games to go. Oh, we got to go on a 10-game winning streak. Go ahead and close that gap.
So am
what
I
I'm
wrong?
saying is,
So am I wrong to have the expectation? That
no,
should
we
be able to
don't.
consistency?
Well, you don't, and I'm
Right.
with you on that.
Okay.
That's why
Okay.
17
Time will
and
tell.
6.
Time
But that's
will
why
tell.
17 and 6 to me is not. That's being generous. If it was Shaq and Kobe, I'd be expecting 19
Yeah,
and 4.
and
to
I-
be
and-
on the real, like
look.
19 and 4. Y'all got to go ahead and destroy teams so we can get in there. Like, so I'm just saying, this is a new team. We still got to work out some kinks. 17 and 6 gives them that.
So
give them
right.
that.
So I'm not trying to, like I said, I'm not trying to be. Listen, we're gonna keep the energy up. We've already
Got
discussed
to,
it.
man. It's a
You know
good
what I
day.
mean? We gonna go ahead and make it. He has. We
So now, if I'm
understand.
right, it's 15 and 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So we understand
Becomes
right
more doable.
Yeah.
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 Much more doable
Yeah.
as they pile on the
Yep.
wins.
You
Like,
know
they're
what I'm
only
saying?
14
Yeah,
and
look,
6.
look,
Start-
and it'll start going down on my chart. It'll start going down every time.
Money
As
Mike's
soon- as
handy
soon as-
chart.
As
soon as
Order
it's
online
sponsored by,
now.
you know what I'm
saying? Selling. You got it. You got
Yeah.
it. Exactly.
You know, listen, like every time we get it, he gonna get an A. He only has 21.
Even when
games
he's not playing, he gets an A.
Man,
Exactly.
absolutely. But if not,
He gets a fair.
he gets a
All right,
fail.
so he's
I mean,
basically
look,
is the Lakers.
we literally have been here before, right? So I mean, and I honestly kind of feel like he said the same thing, right?
Well, yeah, when he had the
a couple
kids.
years ago, he was like, "I'm about to be in playoff mode." We had 21 games.
Yes,
and
you call it out every time.
And we were 21 games. We were 2.5 games out. No,
Yeah.
we were 3.5 games out the playoffs that time. 21 games left. He said he about to go to playoff mode.
And-
So now, and we
Did not
didn't
work.
make it, right? We just tanked, right? Same thing here. We have 21 games left, right? He said these are the most important games of his career. Let's see what
do you agree with him?
You know what? No, I honestly listen. Honestly, LeBron, if the advice I would give him, his best basketball is already past him. To be honest with you, that's like, you know, I'm gonna look. You already, you know, your legacy is there. You're already first ballot. You know, you don't have anything else to prove to get to the highest honor there is in the NBA. So more of this now is just about pride in yourself versus, you know, anything else. Because award wise, he's
There's
going
nothing
to
left
have
to
very
gain.
it's
Yeah, I
nothing-
agree with
nothing
that.
else for him, right? But me personally, I'd like that better. You know what I mean? I want him to go ahead and, you know, really prove your naysayers and say, yeah, I'm 38. The Tom Brady effect. I can win the Super Bowl. I can win the championship. You know, lead the team winning it, like not just be on the team. You know, I want, you know, if that's what he wants, I feel that's what he wants. Go ahead and do it, man. Put us over Boston. You know what I mean? Like, thank you. And
Would that not be amazing?
It would be 100%.
Championship, Lakers, Boston for who's
Oh my God,
king?
that's everything. That's everything.
Would that not be-
Imagine.
is that the
He
biggest possible?
better not
imagine.
lose.
Is that the biggest
he-
marketing
It's-
game of all time?
Listen,
I
Right
would think
there?
so. I would
Listen.
think so.
Tie,
I'm telling you all right
that
now.
comes
It would
to
be.
this.
It would be. It'll be close to Magic Bird. Because Magic Bird was still like, because you had that legacy from, I mean, you had that history from college going into, with the players. But then now we're talking about like
the teams,
and we got this storyline, 17 and 17, and who's going to be there at 18 and is there because remember, you lose. It's almost like you're losing by 2.
Yeah.
You're not losing. You're losing by 2.
Yeah.
It's not like you lost
It's
the
when you
championship.
beat a team that's ahead of you in the
right.
lineup.
Yeah, it's losing by 2.
Exactly.
So that's where it's it's really high stakes poker at that point.
Hey, that dude. If it's Lakers Celtics in the finals.
Okay, hang on.
And
I hear something coming from
and
here.
they don't. And these players, I really feel even Lakers Celtics in the finals, the players that's playing now currently don't understand that, but the ones that's watching it.
Yeah. Okay.
LeBron
gets it.
The one that's in Staples.
LeBron gets it.
I mean, the one that's in the TD Garden. Them fans, we know.
Dude, honestly,
and do you know the pressure? And if we lose that,
it takes one game.
We lose that.
It takes one game. I promise you, bro. It takes one game. And and what I'm saying by that is because all of these people, like, okay, AD hasn't felt it, but LeBron has felt it. LeBron know what the energy of an NBA Finals is. He's seen that before. He will then get to a finals where it's the Lakers versus the Celtics, and that's just a totally different energy. It is literally the most high stakes that he's ever been a part of. And because it's not just your legacy that you have to hold on to, you're holding on to the franchise legacies. So so when you're Miami, you can lose a couple of championships. Miami got 17. You feel me? So now when you got dudes coming in, you got James Worthy. Like, you better not lose.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? You better not lose. You got Magic. You better not lose it. You better not lose that. So you ain't got that anywhere else.
His Laker legacy, we lose and I do not want to. And I'm not rooting for this at
I'm
all.
not gonna put that. It's hard.
His Laker legacy is either gonna be retiring his number, and I'll say it, or hell no. And there ain't no in between.
Because he lost to the Celtics.
To the Celtics. You listen,
but
what did Kobe say? What did Kobe say? The win against the Celtics.
Yeah.
He won, but he had to beat the Celtics.
But that was for his own legacy.
But, dude,
his legacy.
You want to be on the Lakers, so you have to adopt that legacy.
Oh yeah.
Do you disagree?
No. It comes with the territory.
Yeah, you have to adapt.
It comes with the territory. It comes with the territory. If you are a Laker, and it's almost like if you're like the Yankees.
He's supposed to be a historian.
You gotta win.
That'd be so great. One of these teams is walking away with 18.
Dude, it's so and I'm gonna tell you right now. We've watched obviously in our lifetime a lot of finals, and I have never been as terrified in final games until we played against the Celtics. Dude, I don't like it.
It's stressful.
It is very every loose ball, every foul,
that translates in the building.
Hey, that game
is very
in the building
tense.
is very tense. It's not fun.
No, it's not fun. No, it's not fun.
I was there, Game 7.
Oh my God, it's the worst.
I'm glad I was there, but in no way was that fun.
It's not fun at all.
It was so tense.
Oh my God,
because the thought of possibly walking out of there with a loss is just too much to take.
Right?
We was at Bubba Gumps, me and Pat, at Game 7, and we was comparing the whole game. And when that game was over, we hugged like confetti was coming from.
Dude, it
from
was
above.
we couldn't because it was obviously we know about the game. Right, and the game was what it was, and it was just like we were losing the game.
It was tight.
And Kobe was just like, I don't want to say
Kobe
choke,
was not Kobe-esque,
but Kobe at the time, it almost felt in the first 3 quarters, it felt like Kobe was choking. He was choking,
but he figured it out though. It's so crazy.
And then he started all of a sudden just doing the little things, and started doing them at you want me? I need to rebound. I'm a rebound. He started rebounding everything. He started getting the boards. He was assisting. He was. Obviously my shot is not here today. I'm gonna go ahead and drive a kick. You know what I'm saying? So he started doing the little things, and his team literally picked him up. But I didn't like to see those numbers when he was literally 40% from the field, and that was hurt. That was literally hurt.
Yeah.
So if
But he
we
made
do,
it work. And look, you know what you love about that is when Rajon Rondo found out how he figured it out on that game, and Rajon Rondo figured it out, found out when he was a Laker, and he was pissed because he was the Celtics that time, and he understood that legacy.
Yeah.
Like, listen, if it's a LeBron Tatum final, we better not lose.
Well, you know what? Look, first of all, we gotta let's get into.
Let's just get to the playoffs.
Let's get to the plan. Let's get
Oh
to the
no!
plan.
We got 21 games. We got 21 days of his life.
All right. So it's
21.
Again,
21.
They've got to go 15 and 6.
15 and 6.
Let's do
15
a
and 6. We can the next 4 games. I think we can go. We got to
And
go at least 3 and
all
10.
against people above us.
And that's what you want. Because once we're talking about that winning or losing by, because you have to.
And plus, they're getting tested.
Do you know what
They're
team?
gonna get
Yes.
pissed
Do
in
you
the
know?
time.
Let's talk about this. Do you know another team that we have to beat?
Clippers.
The Bulls
Oh, for Patrick Beverly?
for Patrick Beverly.
No, the Clippers more. But okay.
No, we have to be. No.
The
we
only
have
reason
to,
is Patrick
we
Beverly
cannot
brings
lose.
his own storm, his own little wind
Listen,
storm
but
with
we
him.
cannot lose to the Bulls.
They trying to tank, bro.
But we cannot lose. To
They
the
trying to
Bulls.
tank.
But we cannot
So
lose
so
to the
if we're
Bulls.
not if we don't beat them, I'm really disappointed. I mean, and it really is independent of him because they're literally
He probably
trying
won't
to
even
tank.
get game time.
They're trying to tank. So it's like okay, like so, and look, man. If I look at
But
my
look, if we lose to the Bulls, so now you like you said, they're trying to tank.
The Lonzo-less
Lonzo,
out for the
it
season.
looked like he said he came to run, and so I don't know.
Oh, he done
Is he
What do
ever
you
gonna
make
come
of
back?
that, Mike? Let's go to that real quick.
Man, like he.
Of course, we're talking about Lonzo Ball.
Yeah,
Everybody.
Lonzo Ball has surgery.
He's
I
out
think they
for the
had
season.
2 surgeries already.
Yeah, they can't figure out where the pain's coming
They
from.
cannot figure out where the pain's coming from. So Lonzo needs to come to either LA or New York
for treatment.
for treatment and get it put back because wherever he's going, it ain't working. Right?
You would
So-
think Chicago would have players.
No,
I mean,
no,
I
it ain't
think
working.
that they already
He needs to go.
using
He
worldwide.
needs to go because
Great question for Marco.
Yeah. We have to get Marco on to figure that out. But yeah, I mean, he's had his knee. He's had surgery on there. They thought it was getting better. It wasn't reacting. It still isn't reacting.
Do you know anything about it, guys? Did it come from an injury? Was it just a nagging pain that started?
No, it was definitely an injury. But then they thought it was
just
gonna
never
he'll be
got
back
better.
at 6 weeks, and his knee never responded.
Huh.
And I know
How does that make you feel about him being traded away from the Lakers? Like, woo.
You know why that's hard to tell is because he wouldn't have been at the same place to get hurt. You know what I'm saying? So he would have gotten hurt here. You never know. You know what I mean?
Assumption say yes. Okay.
I mean,
It seems like this is a
just
wear
never
and
know.
tear situation.
Look, I can tell you this.
Something like this that they can't seem to solve is going to rear its ugly head.
Listen,
at
this
some
is
point.
what
yeah, it's
I
nagging,
can tell you
chronic
this that when LeBron was hurt, Lonzo kept everything afloat until Lonzo got hurt, and then that's when we lost it. And so if we would have, if Lonzo would not have gotten hurt, and LeBron would have come back, we would have made the playoffs that year because he kept it. So I loved Lonzo. I thought he definitely was a great asset. A lot of pressure was put on him, obviously because of Magic.
You wouldn't be
calling
trading
him
for him
to be-
now.
Huh?
You wouldn't be trading any assets.
Well, I mean, no, not he's hurt.
yeah, but I mean, do you still believe? What's your thoughts? I know we don't have any concrete information, but what do your gut tell you? Is he done? Is he done?
Right now Lonzo's Grant Hill to me. So and
He's what could have been another
yeah, so like Grant Hill was a great player,
Brandon Roy,
but best of
Greg Oden.
no, he no,
I would say Brandon Roy and Grant Hill.
You can't
Greg
say
Oden.
Grant Oden. That's unfair.
But they took
No,
him
I
out.
know, but he didn't have like
mean,
all-star talent. So it's like when you see like Greg Oden, I mean, you look at Brandon Roy. Brandon Roy was like, yeah, dude, that dude was that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose, like that.
Yeah.
Like those are those guys. And
Yeah.
injuries
Penny
killed
Hardaway.
their and Penny.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Those. It's just like damn.
Yeah, no, you can't call him.
He
You can't call him.
threw him in there.
Yeah, I mean, look, Greg Oden is embarrassed of Greg Oden. They had the thing. He went back to college, and they asked he played basketball. He said used to.
No.
And it's almost like he didn't want to admit that he played.
Yeah, well,
you know what I mean?
what
So
can you
yeah, Greg Oden is embarrassed of himself. So you know,
he did nothing wrong. He injuries.
Well, and his legacy is he has. First of all,
he just has
he
Kevin
has
Durant
the
around
Sam
him.
Bowie legacy. That's what it is. And what and it's that Michael Jordan, Sam Bowie, Kevin Durant, Greg Oden. That's that's the legacy. That's the I could have picked him, but I picked him. And then this is what I got.
This is what I got. And these two franchises have never been the same since.
Like the franchise would be like the Portland Trailblazers would be like, dude, like the Lakers. No, not the Lakers, but I'm just saying they would be.
Could y'all imagine
one left turn?
Well, because Dame wasn't on the team yet, but
Roy was.
Yeah, dude. Can you imagine?
Oh, bruh. You know what it was. It wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered if Roy got hurt. You got Kevin Durant, and you would have found things.
Came.
And you would have found this. You would have found stuff. You would have found stuff to put around Kevin Durant. Period.
Right.
Period. And he would have been the fly in the ointment for the Lakers. He would have fly in the ointment for the Lakers at OKC.
Yeah.
So it would have been what it was.
And because Portland is another one of those rivalries.
We can't never win in Portland. We never win in Portland.
It never mattered. That was the thing, though. Like it just never. We only won the important games. Only.
That's it. In the playoffs. Regular season.
Yeah, but
do you see how these fools are shooting in that game we played them? Do you see that game? That game was the most like this is like somebody like is playing NBA Jam and they on fire and we cannot stop them. Like every time they shot a three, that junk was going in. It was like everybody was shooting threes.
Swish.
And then Dame was like, how far can I go? He was keep going back. Further and further, and just throwing it up. And the junk was going in. It was like it was crazy. So like it wouldn't have mattered, bro. That place, I don't know what's going on. It might be the trees. I don't know what it is.
It's the rain.
It's the rain. Go in there. It's probably raining.
Wait, hold on. Do we have Portland on the schedule? Let me see. In the
I
final?
hope not. And if we do, I hope they're in L.A.
All right, let's check that schedule. While we do, guys, we're going to take a quick little break here. Support our sponsors, support our endorsers. You are watching the Profanity Nation podcast. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Yes, sir.
United One Protection Services. With over 30 years of experience, United One Protection Services has more expertise and knowledge than the other security companies combined. Residential, commercial, municipal, or institutional, United One Protection Services does more than just security. We protect your livelihood. United One Protection Services. Hey, welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the Profanity Nation podcast, where we are the voice of the professional fan. It is a night to celebrate. It is a day to party. The Lakers are playing well. The Lakers beat the Dallas Mavericks in Dallas today, guys, coming back from a 27-point deficit. We've talked about that quite a bit. We've talked about the Lakers and so forth. Let's talk about the rest of the NBA here, guys. Pat, who do you see in the East? Obviously, post-trade deadline, the landscape of the East has changed quite a bit. The Nets, I would assume, are out of it in any potential. So, the teams that you have to play, of course, the ones up there, the big boys, would be the Boston Celtics. You've got Philly and you've got Milwaukee. Are there any other teams in the East that
it's a three-horse race. It's a three-horse race. And honestly, what you look at is, I know we talk about like Boston, they had that loss in the finals, and you would think, they needed that loss to kind of like get back to where they need to. They need that loss to kind of like see what it takes to win.
Correct the mentality.
Right. But Milwaukee's right there, and Milwaukee feels like something has been taken from them. Like they were the champions last year, and then they lost the championship. So Milwaukee being right there with Boston, to me, it just feels like they have the same motivation.
Same cosmic motivation.
Same motivation. And you can't just say that it's the Boston Celtics is like they're going to be taking the, no. You talk about legacies, Giannis need another championship. If Giannis get 2 championships, the conversation shifts a lot. For his legacy, he's going to be one of the greatest players to ever play the game because he's pretty much a unicorn. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, I believe, honestly, I think that I know Tatum is good. I know Brown is good, but somehow, even though we don't, it just feel like Milwaukee is like kind of like under the radar. And by the way, they just need to have Middleton need to be healthy with him. And Holiday, they can make noise. I mean, I think they won the championship already, so they know what it takes to win. So I think it's really, and then Philly is okay, but you got to really trust Harden. You got to trust Harden I think when it gets crunch time, I don't know if Harden is going to do what it takes or not.
Do you still enjoy watching Harden play?
No,
has his
not
game
anymore.
gotten kind of old too?
I think his game. I think Luka has has pretty much the same game as Harden. I mean, not the same game as Harden, I would say, but it's that step back 3.
That year,
Luka got that. You know what I'm saying? You had that little dribble, that crap, bloop, 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 the gather and do 3 steps. That game, he got that great. That game, I see that game. That's what the kids are doing nowadays. But Embiid is all about Embiid, and can Embiid, take them over? And he scores a lot, but we're talking about the East. It's a 3-horse race, and I think there's a gap between second and third.
And that would be Milwaukee and Boston 1
and
2.
Yeah, 1 and 2,
and
1 and 1A almost,
3,
and then Philly's a good 3, and then you got Cleveland sitting there at 4, and it's like, okay, do we believe in?
They're sort of like the Sacramento Kings.
Yeah, we don't believe in Cleveland. No.
Okay. Money.
I mean, I agree. I mean, honestly, I think definitely Boston. We were talking about earlier. But I think definitely Boston is going to be on that side. They're going to
represent
because they're fundamentally they know each other. They have good coaching. They had a little bit of a scandal at the beginning of the season that didn't derail them. But so when stuff doesn't derail people, it gives you more motivation. Like whoever comes out the West needs to beat them. That's where I see it. Giannis is good. But like 1 through 5, man, with versus Boston 1 through 5. Like I said, I'm not even thinking about Philly because
they're not even in the conversation.
Yeah. They're not really like in the conversation, for me.
Gotcha. All right.
They're going to beat each other up though.
So it's your belief Boston will make it to the finals?
Yeah, I don't see a reason why not. I mean, they literally brought the same team back with additional motivation of number 1, they lost last year. That's the first one. Number 2, they had the scandal. Number 3, they're better. They know it, and then you've been there. You know what it feels like to lose.
But that's what I was talking about. Like, yes, I hear that argument. They know they got that nasty loss.
Milwaukee also.
But Milwaukee's the champion. They lost the championship, so they know how to win. They've won the championship.
Yeah.
Plus, they have the better coach. Bunhauser's better than whoever the Celtics got. They have the better coach. So I'm saying is, let's see it. I can't just give Boston the free reign when I'm looking at the standings. And I think if I'm looking at the standings right now, it looks like they're only a half a game out of first place right now. Matter of fact, it's 44-17 for Boston, and it's 43-17 for Milwaukee. So
virtually tied.
all the stuff that we're talking about, all the intangibles, all of this stuff, looking at the record, it's anybody's game right now.
So would you say
I'm going Milwaukee.
Is it going
you
7?
going? Oh, definitely going a 7-game series. If it doesn't go 7-game series,
Is home
then
court advantage?
I think it matters for sure. And because
so what you're saying
I
is,
think it
in
matters.
this case, though, obviously we want Boston to get out of there. In this case, we need Milwaukee.
Yes,
to
because
get the first,
because just like we're talking about the NBA Finals. It's almost like when the Yankees are in the World Series. It's just a buzz. It's just something about it. It's like almost like, okay, we supposed to win. And you saw what the Celtics, what it looked like when they played against Curry and the Warriors. That junk was crazy. It was just, you know what I'm saying? It's just a different energy. You know, you feel it, you know, and so when they have that and they have that expectation, it's hard to beat Boston. And you really gotta want it to be. That's like just like the Lakers, just like the Warriors. You gotta want to beat Boston in Boston. It's not really easy to beat Boston in Boston. So if we're talking about who needs home court advantage or who we don't want to have home court advantage, we don't want Boston to have home court advantage. I would love to see the Celtics prove that they can win these games on the road against a team that is just as hungry to prove themselves like the Bucks. Western Conference is wide open, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's wide open.
It's going to be a wait and see. Get to the playoffs. See who you align with in the playoffs and the brackets, who you're going to play, and then take it team by team because
we're all
like you said, they're all so joined together in that 30 loss range, which is ridiculous.
Right.
Luckily for us, Lakers.
Luckily
fans.
for us.
Yeah. You know, but
I mean, we're still in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing, though. Like, I hate to bring, LeBron up again. Because we're still in it, then we expect him to take us to the promised land, right? That's what
of course he has to.
I mean, he has to. I mean,
he has to, especially with the moves that the front office made that are universally being applauded. So essentially, everyone loves the moves. Everyone here loves the moves. I don't think anybody really thought that they knew he could make some moves, but they didn't think that this overhaul could happen so quick and just a total switch in the team. So now we talked about it, I think last week, does this actually put more pressure on LeBron? And I think it does.
Yeah.
And he's responded as such, and they're winning.
You know what's that song by the Stones? Well, you can't always get what you want. But some
always
right.
Get what you
but sometimes
want.
you get what you need.
Get what
and and he you send out that text. He's like, maybe it's me, it's me. Because he couldn't get Kyrie.
Yep.
So we don't get Kyrie, and then Pelinka pulls a rabbit out of the hat and give him a squad. And now it's like Pelinka's now looking at you like, because you cannot tell me what we got is better than just having
it's 100%
a depleted roster
100%
with Kyrie and having this weird big three
this
thing.
is what they should have done
Yes.
at the beginning of the season without don't go for the name.
No.
Build the team.
And you were saying
how
that
long
from
have I
the
been
jump.
saying that?
And
Since
Money was
when
saying that
when
from
they
the
made
jump.
the trade.
We said it from the jump.
I was like, stop getting these name brand.
Stop getting name brand players. But that takes a savvy GM. And like I said, back to what I was saying before, like, thank God the value of the second round pick. Because ain't no way that we were trading players for all these second round picks. Like, I'm just so tripping on how we are able to acquire all this talent.
Value to it.
Value. Now, the second round pick is now value. Now, maybe it's because we are actually finding value in our second round picks. So we buy it, and then we get, like, who do we get in the second round pick this year? We bought a second round pick. We picked up, what was it? Was it Christie?
Or Swindler.
It's Cole.
Yeah, I think it was Cole.
Cole Swindler.
Yeah.
And I don't know if y'all paying attention to him.
Hey.
He got shot.
Hey.
My man's coming up.
I was at the G League game yesterday. That dude went 6% for 3.
Yeah, he got shot.
8 for 8. 8 for 8.
We farming. We farming right now.
Yeah.
So we got value, and now the Lakers have a squad. Like I said before, I think if the Lakers would have started off with this squad right now, we'd be running away with it. Running away with the Western Conference. I don't know. We were running away,
especially in this Western Conference.
Oh yeah, and this one the way they're down.
Oh yeah.
I don't see this team like the way we're playing. I mean, and like they're having all of these pieces. Like I told you before, I do believe that D'Lo gives us a lot of flexibility. Let's talk about the unsung hero. Like, we all know who the unsung hero by now is with the come after the trade deadline. And at first I thought it was going to be Hachimura. And I like Hachimura. Hachimura's now got to take a step back to Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt is the guy, dude. 14 points this day.
Everyone's Vanderbilt.
17 rebounds, 4 steals. Like, the dude is all over the place. The Lakers always needed to have that glue kind of guy. You need that Trevor Ariza kind of guy, that Rick Fox kind of guy. You need to have somebody that's going to do the dirty work, that's going to get you that stat stuffer. We got one now. He's under contract next year. It's like we have the squad that we can see what we have now and reevaluate. But if they were smart, they'd be trying to keep this team together, because what did we always talking about with the 2020 team? Chemistry.
Break it up.
You know, and why are we breaking this team up? You know what I'm saying? I would have loved to see D'Lo and KCP. Hey, I know we talked about KCP gives you what you need. You know what I'm saying? Probably not always efficient on the 3-point shot, but defensively,
he's there.
Gives you that from the jump, from the tip. You know what I'm saying? And you get him with Vanderbilt, it causes AD to be like, oh, we playing D again? I like playing D. He likes playing D. You know, we playing D again. And then LeBron's like, dude, because he gave up a 3-point shot, and I always tell you, his Achilles heel is a corner three. You can get LeBron James. Watch, man, if y'all ain't paying attention, watch LeBron James, man, on the corner three. He does not go out there for that guy. He's looking like this. Yeah. Hey, man, if you got it, you got it. You got it. And it is the easiest shot on the court, though. But it's like, dude, just go to the corner and shoot your three, and LeBron will never contest it. He will never contest it.
He doesn't go there.
Never goes out there. Yeah. So it's like, just run. And your man, if LeBron is guarding you, go to the corner. And if you're a good 3-point shooter, you're always going to get shots. Now you calling everybody accountable if you have these guys, and that's what Vanderbilt does for us. He gives them more energy. He gives us like something that we were missing. And look, man, it's. I mean, Austin Reeves coming back with a big boost. Very, very clutch, man. Clutch dude, man. Really, it's just. I feel excited. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm feeling really excited about this team, you know, and I think we have a squad, man. It might not look pretty, but the 2020 team wasn't pretty, so it's what it is, right?
Well, I definitely think we have what it takes to win the championship, to win everything. Wow. Obviously, it's this year. It's this year.
It's always a per year situation.
Yeah, you know, I think it's definitely, the chemistry looks like it's there. You know, it looked like this game. It felt like they really was trying to win the game. You know, like, you know, a lot of games, and one of my critiques on LeBron, I feel like he's just in there playing as a kind of stat pattern and not really caring if he wins or loses it. But, you know, this game, it looked like he was tuned in. He was ready. You know, he really wanted to do everything, because the game was close. It was going 101, 102, 103, 102, you know, back and forth. And he looked like he really was engaged. Like, yes, I really want to win this game. Yeah. And that's the feeling that I want to get, because I'm at home. I can't do nothing. I'm watching on TV. I'm not even in Dallas. You know what I mean? And I really want to win this game. I need y'all to have that same feeling that I got, and I ain't doing nothing.
Yeah. And I think also the additions pretty much it gave us, like, you know, infused some energy in the squad. Like, they were here to do a job, you know what I'm saying, and they're doing that job. Like, they're showing out, like, you guys didn't see us before, but now you see us now, and we're really about to go ahead and show that we actually are good people, good players. Like, and that's what I like. You know, sometimes we always talk about, sometimes when you put on that purple and gold, you sometimes you either shrink under the pressure or you rise to the occasion. And honestly, even Austin Reeves is quoted like a couple days ago saying that it's a different energy about that. And like I said, I'm not going to put all this on some people that are not there now, but now that they're not there, you know, now they're not here, these new additions are happy to be Lakers. They want to help. They're not looking at LeBron like, I gotta help your legacy. Like, I don't want to help your legacy. Like, I got a legacy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm getting all the crap that you should be getting because we losing game, but I'm taking the fall. You know what I'm saying? And now you see them just coming together, just really coming together. And like you said, I think they do have what it takes to make a good run. If it falls short, they fall short.
Right.
But they have what it takes. And we're talking about. I mean, we didn't even see Mo Bamba tonight. I mean, Mo Bamba is a piece that we've seen him. I've seen him last couple games hitting threes. All right, he plays defense, hit threes. Okay, that was new. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not even. He's not worrying about the ball. He just got his energy. He's playing the game. It's just from now we're like 8. We're like 9, 10 deep, which we were not that before. No. And now we're that, and it feels refreshing the fact that the Lakers now. And what's cool about it is like the Lakers are now set themselves up financially and also asset wise, so they don't feel like it's like in 2 days. Yeah. I mean, in 2 days, 2 years, it's over. Yeah, right. It's over. Like
much better.
We feel like okay, if LeBron, excuse me, goes. And you re-sign D'Angelo Russell, they already got chemistry with AD.
Yeah.
So now we just try to put some people in, and we see what we need. And now you know what I'm saying? It just feels like, all right, Pelinka, you did your job, man. This is roster construction. This is what you did. You did a good job. And now, like you said, money. Honestly, I hate to be like this. It is up to LeBron to bring us home because if he want to do it. Now, one thing I did notice in this game. And I liked what I saw is that AD was the closer.
Yeah.
And that's something because I'm like, dude, LeBron was taking some crazy shots in the game. He was taking some crazy shots, these wild threes. Like, you ain't got to shoot these threes, bro. You don't have to shoot them all. You could just pass the ball. But when they started going into AD, and AD had Luka on him, and he's like, come on, man, this is barbecue chicken. Like, give me the ball. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and make this shot. And he did. He did exactly what he was supposed to do when he had somebody like Luka on him. You need to take advantage of that. And he's in the clutch. He made a clutch shot. We need to go ahead and go back to that. And that's just, to me, getting us into the playoffs, and it's all about matchups at that point, right?
Yeah. No, look, I agree, man. AD, I saw him like going after rebound, and then he said, I'm about to dunk this. I'm not about to lay back in with authority, in traffic. And those are the type of things you need that create that intimidation factor to let them know, no, we're going to take this game. There's no way we're losing this game.
Right.
And that was the feeling that we had, but I need to have that for the next 21 games.
Yeah.
That there's no way we're losing these games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, 'cause that's what we need.
Yeah.
That's the intensity that we need to be able to go in the playoffs to be able to make a run.
Yep.
Mike, I'd like to ask you a question. We're just going to call this the temperature of the season ticket holder, okay? You're a season ticket holder, obviously, for G League, South Bay Lakers, so you know what it's like. How do you feel? We'll go pre and post, okay? Pre-trade deadline, before all these moves were made, okay? Maybe Hachimura's in there, okay? But other than that, how did you feel about committing long-term to a team for season tickets to the Lakers before that trade versus now after that trade, knowing that Pelinka was able to construct that and pull that off? Does that change your point of view at all as far as ride or die with the team? Not because of Laker fandom, but you would put your money there saying, you know what, we're going to be competitive.
Okay, I got to ask you, how long have I been the season ticket holder previously? Because if I'm a 20-year season ticket holder,
you're continuing.
I really don't care.
Okay.
If
5 years.
If I just became a season ticket holder 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, 5 years.
And now I'm like, do I want to go through another season of, mediocre basketball? Because that's in essence like what that is.
But do you trust Pelinka to keep this team now competitive? Prior to the trade deadline, I was going to say no. Everyone said he was failing.
Yeah, but so here's I guess the correct. I'm going to tell you what the correct answer is. Huh? The correct answer would be yes, because I know I got LeBron for the 2 more years with this team, and we could probably make a run.
Okay, but
man, past 3 years from now, I don't know what we have. Because even though as much as we said we need to construct a team and not get name brand players and construct teams around a player, if LeBron is gone, now we need a superstar. And we have I don't think AD is superstar enough for me to want to renew 2 years from now. But with this, the short answer is yes, I would renew with this team right now because I know we could possibly run it back the following season.
Stat, would you renew? Would you have faith that Pelinka can and will keep this team competitive now with the moves that he's shown that he can make?
Yeah, and what I also want people to understand is like, so when they were talking about the 2027 pick and the 2029 pick, they were almost thinking that we literally only had the 2027 pick and the 2029 pick, and it was like, oh man, damn, we're in dire straits, right? We don't have the assets to do anything. But no, we literally, this is a pick swap year. So right now, if we're looking at we're looking at the Pelicans and what they have, literally the Lakers will be picking number 16, even with the pick swap this year in the first round. We have a first round pick, and we're not picking in the 26, 27 pick. We're picking 15. We're picking in the middle. We are going to get somebody that is going to help this team. It's going to be some infusion of youth and some athleticism, and I believe in the Bus brothers. I believe in their scouting. I believe they've done it before. They've got gyms. They're going to get a gym. They're going to get somebody that's going to work in this team. So we're going to find somebody, just like everybody, just like they were talking about. We can't get rid of Reeves, can't get rid of Max Christie. We can't get rid of these teams. Okay, Max Christie's going to be called up, and we're going to get somebody else that's going to be this year going to get called up, and we are going to build in there. And I'm sorry, but it's almost like Pelinka said, look, we're going to do it y'all way. Clutch Sports, we're going to do it your way. We're going to do what you guys want. We're going to go out there and get your friends, and we're going to do it that way. We just had this championship team. We deconstructed it for your boy, for Westbrook. You thought that was out there. We did it your way. Now you want us to go out there for Kyrie. The owner didn't want Kyrie to go to the Lakers, but he knew his feet were to the fire. And we're talking about clutch performances. This dude knew he had 4 days. He didn't have 2 weeks. He literally got denied. The trade happened, I think, the Kyrie trade happened, I think, on a Sunday. Mm-hmm. He had till Thursday to get all of those players, and he got them all in 4 days. Now, if he would have done the Miles Turner, Buddy Hield, I wouldn't have been mad. But what's another thing that we're forgetting is he still has one first round pick in the pocket. He didn't give that first round pick up. We were all talking about he had to give 2 first round picks to be able to get this whole thing.
But you know that's thanks to Kyrie, because Kyrie changed the market.
Well, yeah,
because when you didn't get it, because Kyrie, they didn't get a second first round pick back from Kyrie. So once that didn't happen, then he realized that he didn't have to give up as much.
No, once he didn't get 2 first round, it was like, I'm going to give him 2 first round picks to move Westbrook. You're going to get this first round pick, and you're going to take it.
Right.
And that's what happened. And so now, like you said, now the market has now been recalibrated. Mm-hmm. Now it's been like, okay, if we're going to move these assets, we can do 1 pick. There's no KDs on the market. Ain't nobody trading Bookers. Ain't nobody trading
KD
Tatum.
was on the market.
You know what I'm saying? But look what you have to give for it. Yeah. But you got to give up that. That's a KD. Yeah. That is a Hall of Famer. I mean, not saying that Westbrook is a Hall of Famer, but it's like you would give up the farm for the KD. You would give up the farm right now for Tatum in his prime. You know what I'm saying? You would give up the farm for Embiid. You know what I'm saying? You would do these things, but that is what 2, 3 first rounders warrants. You can't do that right now if we're just trying to move assets. And so now you have this one to play with. I'm telling you, man, right now, I think Pelinka has shown everybody that he's constructed it, deconstructed it, reconstructed it. That's what it is, man.
Are we strategy in putting this together?
Dude.
He didn't just get the next best player. Next best.
He put together what was needed, which is what we always asked him to do. Now he should be GM of the year.
3-team trades, right? 3-team trades. Yeah. That takes coordination.
Yeah. Right.
It's not just me and you make a trade. Yeah. It's like it was crazy because this is weird because the Lakers, we knew that this trade was with the Jazz was kind of like already in the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that had been talked about.
Right? And then it was what it was, right? So
The Mo Bamba wasn't. Thomas Bryant was a surprise.
So
Thomas
yeah,
Bryant
man.
told you something else was up because you got all those second-round picks.
So
Yeah.
so it's we're excited, man, and it's just, let's go ahead and go 4-0 this year.
Sounds great. Okay, guys. So as you know, everybody, the Profanity Nation podcast, even though we're on our other set, it doesn't change the fact that we always finish our show with a segment we call Money Mike's Out of Bounds. Money Mike's going to share his thoughts or opinions on a topic, and it's really simple. He just wants to know, are those thoughts in bounds or out of bounds? Money Mike?
Hey, this is a real
You got
simple
the
one,
mic.
man. Because you know, when talking to Stat Pat, he texted me and said, "Hey, we gotta make it light today." So y'all gonna agree with me. You gotta agree with me with this because it's kind of obvious. I feel. So back a couple weeks ago, they interviewed Deion Sanders and he was talking about being in the Hall of Fame, and he said it should be an upper level, of a Hall of Fame, like an upstairs, right? And then I got to thinking about that, man.
VIP suite.
Yeah, like a VIP suite, like because he was saying that the Hall of Fame is kind of watered down, and it is, especially in basketball.
Oh yeah,
Like especially in basketball. So I was sitting around thinking mainly about the Hall of Fame class that's come in the last couple of years, and the ones that's going to come in. Like for example, I know Dwight Howard's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
right?
he'll make it.
And I know he's going to be first ballot, but Dwight Howard has never had an impact on the game like Michael Jordan, like Kobe Bryant, like even LeBron James, and things like that. So, am I out of bounds that there should be like a yellow jacket and a gold jacket? And the gold jacket is like, yeah, y'all belong in here, but you need a special invite for the VIP section in the Hall of Fame.
Oh no, you're not out of bounds. I mean, they should have done that a long time ago. It's like because and I'm in the case of the point. These kids, man, I swear to God, these new basketball takes, they're talking, they're not, how they always revisionist history. They're always going to talk about the old school and kind of like diminish those accomplishments. And they always like to attack Jordan. And so one of the arguments I just heard about a couple of weeks ago is that, but Jordan played with two Hall of Famers, like three Hall of Famers. And he had a big three. The big three was Pippen, Jordan, and Kukoc. Because Kukoc is in the Hall of Fame. Now, what are we talking about here? Now, the thing about it, we all are old farts, right? We seen Tony Kukoc play.
Right.
And we know damn well that Tony Kukoc shouldn't be in anybody's big three. If you construct the thing, you can say Rodman. I give you Rodman. But even that's a stretch. But to put Kukoc in your argument, just because he's a Hall of Famer, tell you what's wrong with the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these guys are getting in on international accomplishments.
Yeah. Yao Ming.
Like Yao Ming, yes. Like Yao Ming. Case in point.
Yeah.
So yes.
I mean, Yao Ming was the leading all-star vote getter for like 5 years in a row.
Because China had a billion people.
Because of China, yeah.
So it's like, but I think that the NBA has missed the boat. But it's not too late. They could easily have a Hall of Fame and then just make an NBA Hall of Fame and then put all the people.
It should be Hall of Fame elite.
Or just NBA wings. The NBA wing.
Yeah.
The Kobe Bryant wing.
Right?
Yeah.
They just gave out trophies.
So
to
you're not out
everybody.
of,
They need one more.
you're definitely inbounds.
All right, I'm going with inbounds as well, Money Mike. I don't think that's the answer. I think if anything, you just call it a watered down award and you start something completely new. Wall of Fame, whatever you call it. You do busts, whatever. If there's, whatever whatever it might be, and you make it super particular. And then maybe what you do is you take that and you say, okay, this is sports across the United States, professional sports as a whole. So you can have the best of basketball, the best of baseball, the best of this, and that's what can make it different and can make it above and beyond what the actual sport is doing. So you can honor that and just be very specific.
Yeah, because it's always a duel for me because there's numbers and then there's my eye test, right? And my eye test, like I've seen some amazing things by certain players that could never be duplicated. But numbers wise, you know what I mean? Like, you know, as much as everybody bash Westbrook, you know what I mean? He's a Hall of Famer and first ballot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And everybody's they're going to ignore that this dude like averaged a triple double, like what 3 years in a row, stat pat, like which and what I've noticed is if you listen to other players talk about certain players, about, you know, hey, that's hard to do. Oh, I fear Jordan. You know what I mean? You know, those are the ones that should be at the elite. And I think maybe the players probably should be the ones to vote them in because they actually had to go against them every day.
Could be.
You know, that's the thing. But hey, I knew I was going to be 100% because it's going to be either one.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Thank you for joining us on our sister set here at the Infinity Studios. You have been watching the Profanity Nation podcast, voice of the professional fan, here on Infinity TV on YouTube every Sunday night, 8:30 p.m. We'll be back here next week. Don't miss out. Be sure to subscribe. The button's right here, over there, somewhere around here. I know that's for sure. For Money Mike and Stat Pat, we appreciate you, and we'll see you next week. Thanks, everybody.
Peace.
Peace.